I met Bendeta Gordon in 1995 when I was working for a large corporate, and Bendeta was guiding them with her expertise to enhance and consolidate their franchise offering. The respect she earned for her knowledge and her organizational structure was palpable. I was newly married and grappling with how I would combine the lovely but demanding work environment and have more flexibility in hours. And I toyed with the idea of self-employment, but I was far too scared. But after a few meetings with Bendeta, I could not help but be inspired and absolutely captivated by her passion for entrepreneurship and small business. As a CASA, she had left the safety of a superior job at a big audit and accounting firm to found and open her own franchise firm. It was so evident that Bendeta was a leader and that with the support of the team, she would ensure that her new franchise consultancy would be successful. As a pioneer, she had seen the need in the franchise sector for education for both franchisees and franchisors. It was her idea to set up a new division in the firm to focus on franchise training in addition to the consulting services, and to launch the first of its kind tailored programs for franchisees and franchisors, their management, the operational team, and this was the catalyst that I was looking for. Bendeta's belief in people and her ability to empower them helped me to make that fundamental shift, that transition from corporate to small business, and paving the way for me to have a career with much more flexible working hours and juggle the joys and opportunities of motherhood. Bendeta had shown us how it could be done when she raised her three lovely children. And slowly over the years, the female partners, one by one, followed the path that she had created. She had such clarity of vision for innovation and development and expansion ideas in the franchise firm, and she was always ahead of the game, bringing in changes and ideas, keeping herself and us abreast with international trends, etc. And it kept us poised to adapt to the changing economic business trends. I think of the high interest rates in the early 2000s that franchisees had to suddenly factor into their debt repayment. Bendeta was always there holding workshops with the franchisees and franchisors, asking them the questions. What are you doing to support your franchisees in these tough times? They're having to manage new terrain, giving them advice and us on how to downscale fixed expenses and ensure that the business could always adapt. Her integrity and insistence on impeccable corporate governance laid the foundation for decades of success in the business. Where other small businesses had overstretched the purse with big salaries or unnecessary expenditure, Bendeta always kept it tidy and disciplined. No unnecessary bank overdrafts or loans. Always motivated the team to generate the income and then enjoy the well-deserved rewards. Everyone knew their role in the small firm and was made to feel accountable. They say leaders have to have grit, and Bendeta was our grit. Such was her determination to stay that course. Some of the best years of my work life was spent with Bendeta, learning so many valuable business lessons as well as franchise lessons. Bendeta has been my role model from that day in 1995, as she seemingly effortlessly combined worthy business objectives with her personal family goals. A few years ago, I went back to university at the age of 58 and did an undergrad in Bachelor of Accounting, and now I'm trying to pass my honours. If I get to that board exam and pass, no, let me rather say when I get to that board exam and pass, and I too become a CASA, Bendeta will own half of that cap.
Bendeta has described herself as an ardent Zionist, a qualified chartered accountant, a distribution development strategist, and property developer. I'd like to add to her already impressive list of accomplishments. She's a devoted and supportive wife, mother, sister, and friend, an active member of our Jewish and South African community who has spearheaded many projects over many years, Jewish, secular, business, and social. I know because I've had the honour of either watching her or working with her on some of them, most specifically Achim L'Chaim, which is a wonderful organisation which we were involved with for 10 years, for which she organised the itinerary, speaking engagements, daily activities and life of both the wounded IDF soldiers who were sent to South Africa to heal emotionally and physically, and for their host families with whom they lived, who provided the soldiers with the necessary care and love that they needed. I also assisted her in the organisation of the I Own It Small Business and Earnings Opportunity Show, an exhibition at the Wanderers Stadium that targeted entrepreneurs, self-starters and business investors in 2021 to help them establish an income-earning opportunity and investment opportunities just after the crippling effects of COVID and lockdowns. The definition of leadership is to have the ability to guide, inspire, and influence a group of followers, a team, or organization. Bendeta, with her quiet strength, unassuming way, and collaborative spirit, is able to galvanize support effortlessly and to foster a positive and inclusive environment that encourages trust, loyalty, and high performance. Leadership also means taking risks and challenging the status quo. It means motivating others to achieve something new and different, lead them towards success, navigate challenges, and make difficult decisions. A slam dunk there for Bendeta. This describes her and her abilities to a T. She's also a visionary, she's curious, brave, decisive, approachable, and steadfast in achieving her goals. She has shaped the way I view myself and the world, and I'm so delighted that she's been acknowledged and honoured with this nomination.
I have known Bendeta for what seems like all my life. She's what we call a natural-born leader. From being nominated as a leader her entire school career through to becoming a leader in a successful business career, it's not only her intellect and brilliant mind, but mostly I believe it is her moral compass. She has the highest morals and values and the intolerance for injustice, and it is this, together with her passion, that drives her.
I have known Bendeta's family for a very long time, as we come from the same hometown. I then had the distinct pleasure and privilege of teaching her at King David High School, where she already showed qualities of strong leadership. She went on to achieve great academic success and to establish herself in the business world. She was always so involved in everything to do with the Jewish community. One of the projects that I remember her for so well is that she every year brought out disabled soldiers, Israeli soldiers, to South Africa, treated them to a holiday and brought them to the Jewish day schools to speak to the students. She's been at the forefront of every protest for every good cause, and she's never afraid to speak up for what she believes is correct, no matter whom the opponent is. And just recently, she has shown her mettle in standing up for the rights of the IDF and Israel at every turn. I have great pleasure in recommending Bendeta as a worthy candidate for this award.
Hi, my name is Hazel Lerman. I first met Bendeta Gordon some 25 years ago when we worked together on a project to reimagine and design a new franchise model for a blue-chip company. During our interactions, what stood out for me over and above the obvious competence was that she partnered with our business as if it was her own. She was able to influence and facilitate the vision becoming reality. A seed was planted, and a strong, sustainable business still thrives today, thanks to her leadership capability. I also know Bendeta as a friend and fellow congregant. We've worked together on various projects. Bendeta is a truly exceptional leader with many years of experience and accolades that reflect that. She is unwavering in her commitment and dedication and is highly collaborative and ethical. Working on initiatives that Bendeta leads is indeed a privilege.